Hey guys, welcome to the channel. We've got a little bit of a comparison today. Lynx electric chainsaw versus Greenworks. Which one's better? Alright, so here we have the Lynx electric chainsaw. It is a 40 volt unit. It comes with a 2.5 amp hour battery. Then we've got the Greenworks. I purchased this one without the battery. I have batteries that work on my lawnmower and my weed eater that are also Greenworks brand, so I have several to choose from, but I'm going to use the 2.5 amp hour batteries to compare directly with the Lynx brand. So we'll both have 2.5 amp hour batteries. They are both 40 volt units. Hopefully they perform comparably, but we'll find out. Now, there are lots of similarities between the two, but there are some differences. The Greenworks, your bar oil filler is on the side here. The Lynx is right up on top, right on top of the unit. And the Greenworks, it feels a little cheaper. It doesn't, the Lynx honestly feels a little more substantial in the hand. Now looking at the bars, we put them side by side. You can see that the Greenworks bar is approximately 2 inches shorter than the Lynx brand. So the Greenworks, I believe, is a 12-inch bar. The Lynx, I would assume that's a 14. But let's face it, if you're buying one of these, you're not going out there and being a lumberjack with it. You're more than likely living in town. You've got a fire pit out back and you want to be able to cut up a little bit of wood, or you've got a tree in the front yard that the limbs are getting a little bit low on, and you want to be able to take something out and cut it, trim it up so that you can keep working on your yard. So what we're going to do today, we're going to knock a tree down, shooting for something around 6 inches. I brought my tape measure so we can take a look at it. I'm going to set the camera up and we're going to find out, do they cut reasonably close to the same speed through the tree? Does one cut faster than the other? Does one last longer than the other? Being the same batteries and the same voltage, same rated battery amp hours, the same voltage on the two batteries, you would assume they perform very close. But we'll find out. Let's start cutting. Now before we get started cutting, the tree that we just cut down, outside to outside, the very bottom is about 6.5 inches. Should be a good place to start the comparison between the two chainsaws. One thing to note before we get started with them though, the Greenworks has a toolless adjustment. You can adjust the tightness and then lock it down up here at the end. The Lynx brand from Harbor Freight is the same thing. You've got the lock up front and the chain tensioner at the back, completely toolless. I just went through and filled both of them with oil. The Greenworks is a smaller spout down towards the bottom. The Lynx is a bigger hole right up top. Although I spilled oil all over both of them, the Lynx a little easier to fill with bar and chain oil. Both chainsaws, like I said a while ago, are the same rated batteries. Both batteries are full. We're going to start out with the I think we'll start with the Harbor Freight one. We'll start with that Lynx and see how many cuts we get through on this board before the battery goes dead. And there you go. Look at all those cuts on the Lynx. Those last few cuts, it was really struggling. If I put much power or much weight on it at all, it wasn't wanting to cut through anymore. To keep the comparison even, I'm going to do the same thing on the Greenworks now. The tree is going to be getting slightly smaller, which is going to give the Greenworks a little bit of an advantage. So let's grab that tape measure and see how thick the tree is now. Remember, we started out roughly 6.5 inches, and right here we're about 5 3/4, just under 6 inches. Still a pretty even comparison. Let's grab the Greenworks and see how it does. All right, let's give the Greenworks a try and see what it does. We might have to end up moving the props I've got under here. All right, we gotta pull this log over just a little bit. And that's it. Greenworks is done. That's the end of the Greenworks. We didn't get to finish that cut, but we did several. I'm sure you've been counting along as I have as we've been doing this. So there's your 2 chainsaw options. 2 easy to find chainsaw options. Harbor Freight, most towns have a Harbor Freight. Amazon is everywhere. Which one did I like better? Well, honestly, they both cut very comparably. One thing that I do like about the Lynx over the Greenworks, these little bitty teeth right in here. These little teeth right in here allow you to bite the tree. On the Lynx, they're metal. On the Greenworks, it's plastic. I don't think the plastic performed bad, but it seemed like the metal would bite just a little bit better and give me that little bit better pivot point. A little bit bigger bar, a little bit smaller bar. I don't think that makes that much difference. Like I said earlier, you're not going out and being a lumberjack with these, although they did cut substantially more than I thought they would. So which one makes sense for you? Harbor Freight, because you can get batteries there specific to this, or the Greenworks? For me personally, I would lean more towards the Greenworks. With me having the weed eater and the lawnmower that all use the same Greenworks batteries, for me, it's a no-brainer. This is the smartest decision for me. The Harbor Freight Lynx chainsaw performed very comparably, but the batteries in here are only good for in here for me. I have nothing else that uses these batteries. With the Greenworks, it works across everything I've got. So hopefully this has helped you out, kind of opened your eyes a little bit as to the world of electric chainsaws and what at least a couple of your options are. If you got something out of the video, hit that thumbs up at the bottom. And take a look around. You might want to go ahead and subscribe. There might be other videos here you'd like to watch too. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.